So something else on Formative that they have already embedded for you is the exit tickets. And you find those at the end. It's called the Go Formative Exit Ticket. And if you just click it, and you click it here, it'll open up Formative. I'm already in my account that I've set up, and if you need help setting up an account, I can help you with that. And what you want to do is clone it. So I'm going to clone it. And then once it's cloned, you can see it's the same exit ticket that's in their book. But it's cool if they do it this way because it's really easy to see them. You can actually see them all doing this together on the wrap up, and kind of comment and give them feedback as they're working. So you would go to Assign, and then you would find your Google Classroom or wherever you want to assign it, and click Assign. And you can push it out directly in the Google Classroom. I usually just use this link because I'm usually adding it onto something else. All right, so once it's assigned, you can see how many questions there are. There's only one in this one, and I'm going to show you what it looks like from a student's. So we're previewing it as a student. This is how the student would see it. And if your kids have trouble with reading, you can actually even record these. It's not too hard. So what they would do is click on Show Your Work, and the problem is still over here that they can see, and they have these tools over here. So that it says Anton drove around the track 12 times. During the race, Rose drove around the track 5 more times than Anton. How many times did Rose go around the track? So what they could do is they could actually use these shapes and build some tape diagrams. And then they can use the pencil and the scribble, and we can label this Anton, and we can label this Rose, and we know Anton was 12, and then we know that Rose was 12 plus 5 more, right? Because it says 5 more times over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually add on another little rectangle here because I know that this one has to be bigger. So I would say 5. Oops, got to get my pencil back. So I would say 5, and there's an eraser down here if you need to erase something. And then you can use the text to even type out 12 plus 5 equals, oops, blank. Or they could write it out, or you could say, in this one, that would be the best number sentence, but they could even draw out 12 circles and then add in 5 more. So, oops, I gotta get the scribble. However they want to solve it, they could solve it just by showing their work. And they could even do a number bond out. And we know it's 12. And I'm not doing my best writing. I'm sorry about that. And this is 5, and they're trying to find the total at the top. So they can kind of represent it in multiple ways. When they're finished, they click this check mark and turn it in. And I'm not going to turn it in. I'm going to, because I don't want it to, because it'll actually save this for them. And then once they have turned it in, you can look at it, and you can actually see them working live as they're doing it. So it's a pretty cool tool. We'll practice this tomorrow in class.